am Tonto. You don't expect me to get married to a pauper. So definitely when he said I am Obasanjo's son, when his own mother told me I'm Obasanjo's wife.
Okay guys, this very video one I want to watch right now, so now all about King Tonto Dikeh and her ex-husband, what they call Olakule Churchill. So now look my screen very well. Now the two of them now they see for my screen. So my people, saga continue. And I know say ever since them be like say man, the two of them take share garri, share spoon, share plate. You understand? Every day different talk, different saga here and there. Trust all the online in-laws now. They go they drag the matter like as he say man. This matter no go ever end for inside social media. You understand? Well, they say who wear shoe, now you know where they pay now. I not blame Tonto Dikeh when she take walk out of the marriage. You understand? Marriage not be do or that affair. You understand? Me and you know say a lot of marriages this day, relationship now trade by barter. Give me, I give you. If I not get anything when I go gain from you, me and you not fit me and you not fit date as boyfriend and girlfriend. If I not get anything when I go gain from you, me and you not fit be husband and wife. Out of 100%, 75% of relationship marriages, now many pass. Trade by barter, give me, I give you. You understand now? So guys, may we leave that one side. Una know say man, ever since then when they not a day, they trust women. This woman say, Churchill na 1 second smart, Churchill na the span not good, Churchill na this, Churchill na that. I can't kind of women. Why be say una go dey into relationship? When una dey with the man, una no go dey talk all these things. The moment una break up with that man, una go want rubbish am. You dey call somebody 2 seconds man for bed. This same man 2 seconds man, he give you belle, you born pikin, the pikin dey held in. You understand? Well guys, make it no be like say I too talk, because na long video won't be like say una need to watch till the ending, because the reason why they talk like this, during the time of our father, life not just be like this. You understand now? So guys, I been make una leave una, make una enjoy yourself with this very video. Meanwhile, while watching, make una not fail to help me share, and so that Facebook and YouTube go help me recommend them to more people. And make una just follow my second channel, Urum Picking One on One. I know they see for my screen. So guys, make una not fail to also drop una comment, because through una comments now go take no way to be una opinion regarding this very video. I hope una grab. So guys, I go leave una here while I go see una for the next update coming out soon. Respect, one love guys.
My name is King Tonto, and I am here to talk about a lot of things that I am tired of talking about, things that I know that you also are tired of hearing. But the reason I'm doing it is because I want to be able to grow up and show my son some form of liberation, some form of fight that I did for him. I'm going to be talking about my marriage. It's an overplayed CD, but it is something that has been taking me back even when my life has strived to move forward. So I'd like to clear up all the lies, all the allegations, and everything once and for all. If you're tired of hearing about my marriage, this is not the channel for you. If you aren't, listen and please focus. First of all, I am doing this for my son. I am a mother, not just a mother, I'm a mother who is dangerously in love with her son. And I want my son to grow up and watch or listen to my own side of the story that I told him through my channel. Because really, this is for my son, not really for the public. So he will grow up and will watch it someday. Secondly, I'm doing this because my son's father has constantly been pricking and pushing me to do a lot of irrational things online that is not me, because of the things that he's doing behind the scenes. He's granting interviews every 2 weeks. There's either a paper interview, print, or there's either a TV interview or a radio station, all on me. He has nothing else to talk about, it's all on me. And they're all allegations, they're all lies I'm here to clear. I'm not going to go down history as the liar. Nah, I'm not. That's really a very complicated issue, and that's why I really want people to pay close attention. Around 2013, 2014, I met a very lovely man. I was not ashamed of saying his name, but we just wanted it private because none of my relationship had always seen the light of day and survived it. People always tarnished it with one news or the other. So it was something that I just wanted to protect. So I fell in love with a man and I called him Mr. X. And I dated him from 2013 to 2015. And we broke up in the worst circumstances ever. I wouldn't say he deceived me, I just didn't see the signs. He got up from my bed and went for his own wedding. And it just broke me, devastated me. And I think I was in a state of need, emotional need. I just wanted what I lost. So 2015, February 13th, I went into a club to celebrate. Actually, a friend of mine knew how depressed I was from my breakup. And they took me to club to celebrate. And the club is not a place where you actually find me as a person. But I just needed that space. I just needed to just unwind, to clear my head. And on the 13th of February 2015, I met my son's father. He was not initially Mr. X, but as a girl, I had fronted this relationship so much. He had got me so much exotic gifts. He had done so much for me that even other girls were like, you know what, I want to have a Mr. X in my life. For that relationship to have broken off, I was so ashamed. I was so broken. I couldn't come out to say, you know what, my relationship had been broken. So when I met my son's father, February 2015, mind you, Mr. X had existed from 2013 or 14. When I met him, we met him in the club. I met him in the club 13th night, and we never saw again. I left the club on my own. I don't know if he left the club on his own, but I left the club, and 3 days later we started to talk. And because I was an emotional wreck, I needed a new relationship. I needed some sort of consolation, and he was there. So we got dating, and that's how I declared him Mr. X. Well, initially, he was never Mr. X. He was never the person who got me all those exotic gifts or nothing. Well, it's not because I was ashamed. It was more he gave in to the idea of being called Mr. X because he wanted to be popular. And it was something that, you know, if you do this, we're going to get popular, you're going to get richer. I mean, he was my man, anything to make him get respected in public. So that was the case. The gift angle are different because before I was married or before I met him, there were lots of exotic gifts. And after I got married, there was a car gift. So it depends on what gift you're talking about. Well, yes, I did sell the car. And yes, I also said I sold the car in my very and only first interview that I did with Azuka, the woman who betrayed me and got bribed by my son's father. I did an interview with her and I said I sold the car because that was the only property in my possession. I had a son. I was leaving the marriage. I was not going to leave the marriage empty. Like I said on Instagram, if I saw his soul, I would have sold it. If there was any other property that he had apart from that car, I would have sold it because I was a wife, not a girlfriend. I have a son for you, I have a child for you. So that's it. On the car issue, I was pregnant and I went to give birth. I was in America then. Before now, we've had so much hardship. So much hardship. He had not been able to provide for me. I met him broke and I married him broke. So when I was in America, the joy of your husband sending you pictures, oh, I got you this car, I was elated. I was happy. I was overwhelmed that, oh, you know what, look at how much this guy could not even pay for a wedding, to the fact that now he is buying me a car. I was very happy. So I did post it on Instagram, but I never knew that the car was not even in my name. I never knew that the car was not even my own, because he knows that I'm a kind of person who wears my heart on my sleeve. If I love you, you would know it. The world would know it. If I don't like you, it's very evident. If I want to love you, it's evident. So there is no in between. It's either black or white. So he knew that the excitement will make me post those videos, and that's where I would always say that he's a narcissist. He sits down and he plots everything that he does. He knew I was going to post that picture. So when I posted it, and by the time I came back to Nigeria, I never used to drive after I gave it to my son. I had a driver and my friend. I had a very good friend then that used to take me someplace because I didn't even know Abuja. So there was a day she got into trouble with the law, and they needed the owner of the car, so she had to come get me. So I went there to the law office and they said, "Madam, I know that you're Tonto, but you need to get the vehicle papers." So I had to go back home. I opened our safe. That was the first time I ever saw the car papers. I looked at the papers. It wasn't my name. It wasn't even my son's father's name. It was just a neutral name, and the price there was, I think, 16 or 15 million naira. So I wasn't bothered about it. But by the time I asked him, he didn't have any good explanation to give to me. So for me, I was like, you know what? Even if it's not in my name, as far as he said he bought the car for me, what belongs to my husband, it's mine. So that was how I got to post that video, that picture, like it was mine. And now, I didn't sell the car while I was living in his house. I sold the car the very day I left his house and saying I did not want the marriage again. It was the only property that was available because the house we lived in was rented. I know that he said that it was bought, but it was rented. It was rented and it was furnished. It came with everything, even to the pillows. I think I only bought like 2 or 3 pillows from America to add up to the pillows at home, and a dining table. That is all we bought and contributed into that home. So there was nothing for me to have sold. So I sold the only possession, which was a car, which I didn't really need. I have cars in Port Harcourt. I have my G-Wagon in Port Harcourt. I have my Hummer. I had my Hummer. I still had my FJ Cruiser. No, sorry, not my FJ Cruiser. My FX Infinity. I still had I had one on a small car, one like 2 years ago. So I still had all those things I'd already sent to my family. So I didn't really need a car. I needed the money so I could start up a new life, and that's what I did. Now looking back, I think it was all the lies. It was all the lies, because everything I ever liked about him was a lie. I'm not saying that I went out there to say I want to date or I want to get married to a who is in Nigeria. But I am Tonto. You don't expect me to get married to a pauper. So definitely when he said I am Obasanjo's son, when his own mother told me I'm Obasanjo's wife, it was a plus for me. It was a plus. When you tell me that the house that I'm coming to Ghana to visit is your own property, because it was a large property. He said it was his own property, which he could never even prove ownership. And it will still come up because I have proof of someone embarrassing us on Instagram about the house not.
I tried to scream.